Welcome back to the Profits of IT, where real MSPs talk shop, what's working, what's broken, and what will get you fired up to grow. I'm your host, Jim Punzenberger, creator of the Managed Prospecting System and author of $0 Advertising Strategies. And the Managed Prospecting System is the only marketing agency in IT that lets you write your own guarantee for us. Today's guest is Abe Canaan, owner of Central Nexus IT, a Miami, Florida-based MSP known for winning big business through even bigger relationships. His insight here is going to drop some bombs on the hidden champions in your clients' orgs. Just a quick hint on that, it's not necessarily C-level people, why your tone matters more than your tech, and one mistake that nearly cost him his business until he fixed it for good. So, quick note about my day job, other than being an MSP host here, as I mentioned before. ManagedProspectingSystem.com is my IT marketing agency. And if you're an MSP relying on referrals or waiting for word of mouth to scale, be sure to check out ManagedProspectingSystem.com, where you can use the exact playbook that dozens of other MSPs have used to grow their business. Plus, you get to write your own guarantee for us. So check out ManagedProspectingSystem.com. Abe, welcome to the show. Let's start out with
Thank you.
who are you, what you do, and what makes Central Nexus different. We're all ears.
Thank you, Jane. Again, thank you for the invitation. Happy to be here. So my name, everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Abe Canaan from Central Nexus IT. A small MSP here in South Florida. What makes us different is just customer relationship. We focus not only focusing on that business relationship with the C-level, with the director, with the CEO or CFO or COO, or how many C's you want to add to that list. We focus on talking to also the office manager, the front desk, talking to the actual people that are on the day-to-day running everything, that are having the issues, because those are the ones that are going to give us the information that we need to make it work. CEO is not always thinking about the day-to-day problems that they have or that the office manager has or whatever. Is those people that we talk to are the ones that are going to give us that information. And it's
Got
just
it.
focusing on that relationship. Build it,
Cool.
make it better, make their lives easier.
So when we talked earlier, you mentioned something about a big laptop deal. It was like over 100 laptops during COVID, and you were able to land it with some creative terms. And tell us more about that. It sounds like it was a very exciting deal, and
Yeah.
tell us more about the deal and how it happened and how you made it. I guess how you came up with these creative terms.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I was in my early stages as an MSP. Obviously, we started as a break fix. Deal that we got was from actually school during COVID. There was a special program called the Emergency Connectivity Fund, if I recall the name correctly. And the main thing about that is basically, we're going hybrid, we're going remote. Schools need a laptop. Simple as that. So basically, they were getting a grant that will pay for those equipments. But the thing about that grant is that we're going to pay you in 90 days or 120 days or something like that. Obviously, it was a big order for me at the time. And most vendors at the most they were giving me 30 days. So obviously I knew I wasn't gonna get that money in 30 days, so I wasn't gonna be able to meet my terms with the distributor until I was able to find one distributor that specialized in that emergency connectivity phone deals, and he gave me 120 days. He gave me the same pricing that I have with another, I'm not gonna drop name, but this big distributor. And because of finding that person and finding that company, I was able to close that deal, make it happen, deliver, and get the money.
Wow, that's
So perseverance. Simple as that. Just focus
Great.
on is gonna be challenges, gonna be obstacles. Just think of a way to get it done.
Wow, that sounds like definitely putting your grit or your putting pavement to putting the rubber to the pavement and just moving forward and finding a way. So it uh, I also heard that you take a unique approach to your quarterly business reviews. Can you explain why you don't focus on the C-suite and it's focused more on users and other
Yeah.
influencers?
Yeah. So obviously quarterly business reviews, we all do it. Um, Sometimes I do it, every 2 months, every 3 months with the C-level, or every 4 months, 6 months, depending on the client. But something that I started doing at the very beginning, and obviously this was me trying to keep that deal, keep that contract, keep that client, was I used to go like once a week or every 2 weeks, just saying hi to the office, like, hey, hi, office manager, hey, Diana from accounting, hey, Joe, whatever. And it was just going and going and going. And what started happening is that even before I started doing my quarterly business review with the C-level, or I went there or whatever, the office manager or the front desk or the program director of the school, or something else, they were telling me about issues, or even just having consultations with me without really making a consultation. Hey, we're having this issue, or this is how we're doing this process. And I was getting insight of how the business was really doing their A to B process completely from the beginning to end before sitting down with the director or the owner or the CEO or whoever. And by the time that I have my quarterly business review and I brought that information and I put a proposal on the table saying, hey, I think this is the best way for you to improve on this, the client was like blown away, like, oh, I never thought of that. I mean, I have this issue for the last 10 years, but I never thought about it. I mean, I just endure. It was just, something that I had to deal with. So by doing that, now the clients are like, yeah, we really now understand why you're so different. I mean, we used to have another MSP, we used to have another IT company, but with them, we called them and they were simply, the client start aligning you with problems. Because if I'm only gonna give you a call to talk about issues, even you're fixing the issue, you become related to the issues. Like, I'm calling you because I have a headache. But now we're talking and you're calling me and bringing me solutions and I'm not asking you for them. Yeah, I'm bored. Let's make it happen. You want to make my business run better? Help me. I want to make more money? I'll pay you more money. As simple as
Yes,
that.
please. I want my business to run better. Please help me.
Exactly.
So let's also talk about communication now. I heard you had a superpower when it comes to client relationships that have to do with communication. Why don't you expand on that?
Yeah, it was the same thing. Just as I was saying with the, talking with that office manager, talking with the front desk, it was just having communications. Even like, for example, obviously when I started out as most MSP, I started with QuickBooks Online, sending them an invoice. I think it was QuickBooks Essential or Basic. I don't even remember what it was called at that point. But basically, we all started doing that. Then I moved to, recording payments. Okay, we're actually going to start charging on the first of the month. And most MSPs, and sorry, most people, when they do changes, they simply send an email, with the company logo and the signature and the, full format and legal way. And yeah, we're supposed to do that.
Impersonal.
And I did that. But I also went, okay, I did that, but let me call back. Hey, how are you, Joe? They say, how's everything? Hey, listen, I just want to talk to you. We're making some changes. I want to make sure that you know about it. And because I called them before and I let them know before, they were open to it. Hey, now I know you're used to paying your invoice when you want to, when you get the time to this. I want to make it easy for you. I want to make it more convenient for you. It's better for my business as well. It's going to be better for you because you don't have to worry about any past due or late fees. This is how we're going to do it. And we just have a conversation. Yeah, we need to have the form. We need to have the legal wording way, but at the same time, it's also about having that one-to-one, that conversation, building that relationship. And we were able to make the change. They're happy. So we're happy. Just have that conversation. Right? And also that goes also when bad things happen, whether there was a breach or you saw some weird activity, give them a call. I know sometimes giving a phone call to somebody with bad news is not easy, but it's better that you get it done and instead of just leaving that later. Even when it also comes to price increases. Like I sometimes, in my case, I work with a lot of nonprofits, and we actually give them notice like a year before. Hey, I know you work on this fiscal year, starting August or September or whenever. I mean, we let them know way in advance. Why? Because we understand as a business owner, getting that email saying, hey, we're increasing your pricing out of the blue, sometimes, it's not the best. So it's also about understanding what the other business owners is going through. If we make it easier for them, it's going to be better for us. It's a better relationship for everyone.
That makes sense. So you also mentioned you undervalued yourself early on in your career. I think that's common in the industry. I want to expand on that, and how did you change that?
Yeah. So I think it was imposter syndrome, like everyone. I think we all go through that. And one of my first MSP client, one of my first managed client, my first contract, it was a business that had another MSP. And they had a crazy pricing. Like it didn't make sense. And I just went, obviously, I have an idea of my costs. We all have our main costs or EDRs, whatever we're using, our stack. And we sort of, now that I'm more mature, I know what the actual value of that is. I know what the actual cost in time and labor is. But at the beginning, we don't really know. And what I ended up doing is I actually price match that other contract. And at the beginning, yeah, on paper, you could say that I was making money. But the moment that you start, seeing how much time you're putting on that contract, how much, headache and stress is giving you,
Hmm.
and you see the actual value of that, you're like, yeah, it's not worth it. If you're putting 100 tickets, per month or whatever, and it's a 10 user account, that is a headache. So what I did was communication with the client again. I talked to them. Hey, listen, I know we started. I know, are you happy with us? Are you not happy? I know we actually doing a price match on your service, but I gotta be honest, unfortunately, it's not beneficial for us to continue this service at this price. We wanted to continue this relationship with you. We want to continue to support your business, but unfortunately, we cannot meet you at this price. And the client, obviously, we were a few months in there. I think we were a 1 year at that point. The client was like, yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about it. What's the price? They were just really open to it because they were happy with that relationship, of that communication that they had with us. So again, that communication, that building that relationship gave me the doorway to say, hey, it's going to be twice the pricing now. And they were like, yeah, let's do it.
Cool. So I guess what's one thing that an MSP could start doing tomorrow to build stronger bonds? It sounds like you've been uh, any specific, like one specific thing that they could do. I know we've been talking about communication builds a stronger bond, but any like specific call it a tactic maybe that you can help other MSPs with?
Yeah, if you're struggling with your clients or that relationship, or or even if you're just starting out and you have the time, or if you only have a few clients, take the time, put it in your calendar, or put it in your CRM or your PSA, or even an Excel spreadsheet. Make a list. Make a list of your clients and put the date, the last time that you were on site to that client's office. If you can make it once a month, that's awesome. If you can make it every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, that's awesome. But don't wait for something to happen to go. Just go. Come in, say hi. Hey, Diane. Hey, Joe. Hey, whoever. Go through the office, say hi to everyone, and then leave. If you can bring cookies, awesome. If you can bring donuts, awesome. If you can bring coffee, that's awesome. But if you don't bring anything, just come in with a smile, say hi to everyone, and just do that. The beginning, you're like, what's the point? I'm coming in and spending 10 minutes. I drove 30 minutes or 40 minutes or an hour. What's the point? But then when you call them, they're not going to be angry. Then when telling them, hey, and we're doing a 20% or a 10% price increase, it's not going to be that leverage or negotiating or going back and forth. They're just going to be open to it. Just go. It just takes time. Just like everything on marketing, just like everything on relationship, it takes time. Just go, be nice, smile, say hi, have a good day. That's it. Nothing special, no magic big, nothing.
It sounds almost too simple, Abe.
Yeah. Sometimes simple is better. It's simple.
Got it. So, Abe, if somebody would like to reach out to you, maybe learn more about Nexus, and how you could, how the guys can help their business, what would be a good way of reaching out to you?
Well, they can reach us in LinkedIn. They can go to our website, centralnexusit.com, or just send an email. hello@centralnexusit. We get that email directly. It doesn't go through an automation or, who's the client. It goes directly to us, to an actual person seeing that email, and we're the person responding back. So if you want to reach out, send us an email, hello@centralnexusit, or go to our website. You can also have a phone number in there that you can contact us directly.
So if you're looking for better communication with your IT service provider, give Abe a call. And if you're an IT service provider looking for better marketing, check out managedprospectingsystem.com. It's been a pleasure having you on, Abe. Until next time, I am Jim Hunsenberger, your host. And stay caffeinated and hydrated. Bye for now.
Take care, everyone.